Thank you. You may be seated. Many of you got up on an early morning to be with us. We are grateful you are here. We are grateful especially to see our graduates in our graduate programs. We thank you for attending our Master's Hooding Investiture. Investiture, from the Latin word robe, means the formal installation of an insignia reflecting your attainment. In this case, the academic hood. We hold the ceremony so that each of you, the recipients of this hood, might have the experience of receiving the hood in the recognition of their peers. We hope you will enjoy the moment. I call upon several individuals to assist us in this hooding ceremony. I ask that these individuals rise to be recognized and that you hold any applause until each has been introduced. Dr. Scott McKay, Provost and Academic Vice President. Dr. Richard Hansen, Dean of the Beacom College of Computer and Cyber Sciences. Dr. Doreen Bennett, Dean of the College of Business and Information Systems. Dr. Crystal Paulai, Dean of the College of Education. Dr. Ben Jones, Dean of the College of Arts and Science. Dr. Jack Walters, Program Coordinator for the Masters of Business Administration, General Management. Dr. Stefan Krebsbach, Program Coordinator of the Masters of Science in Applied Computer Science. Dr. Ashley Podorowski, Program Coordinator for the Masters of Science in Information Assurance and Computer Security. Dr. Jun Liu, Program Coordinator for the Masters of Science in Analytics. Dr. Renee Spahn, Program Coordinator for the Masters of Science in Health Information and Informatics Management. Dr. Rangwa Shan, Program Coordinator for the Masters of Science in Information Systems. Dr. Kevin Smith, Program Coordinator for the Masters of Science in Educational Technology. Ms. Jennifer Mees, Program Assistant Registrar. And in the back of the hall joining us, Dr. President Griffiths, who is and we won't ask you to stand. There she is waving to us. Thank you for coming. Thank you for assisting us. After a short introduction we will hear from Dr. Richard Hansen and proceed with the hooding ceremony from graduates of our graduate programs. I am pleased to introduce Dr. Hansen. He's been at DSU since the summer of 2016. Upon his arrival at DSU, he served as the interim provost and academic vice president, and most recently serves as the Beacom Dean of the College of Computer and Cyber Sciences. A native North Dakotan, Dr. Hansen earned a bachelor's degree in sociology and a master's in child development and family relations from North Dakota State University. He completed his PhD in applied behavioral science from the University of California at Davis. Dr. Hansen has been involved in higher education leadership for over 4 decades, including 6 years as president of Bemidji State University and Northwest Technical College in Minnesota, 10 years as dean and vice president of academic affairs at Augustana University in Sioux Falls. He was also at North Dakota State University for many years as a faculty member, associate vice president for academic affairs, and interim president. I am very pleased to introduce Dr. Hansen, who will provide us with some comments.
Good morning. Thank you very much. As I get older, the only thing that speeds up is time. It's a thief. But time leaves something in exchange. With time comes the lived experience, and however uncertain you may be about the rest of the world, at least you can be sure about your own work. It is from that position of lived experience where I find myself at this point in my career that I want to share a few quick observations with you. I was teasing President Griffiths. She and I may be the only ones in the room who actually had to study Latin in school. But I'm going to use 3 Latin words: Citius, Altius, and Fortius. Let's go back to the Salt Lake City Olympics of 2002. Citius, Altius, Fortius was part of the soaring sound that was heard during the Salt Lake City 02 Winter Olympic Games. Those 3 Latin words mean faster, higher, and stronger. And they echoed throughout millions of homes as people around the world tuned in to watch the games. Call of the Champions, do you remember? Was a spectacular collaboration that inspired hearts and lifted spirits of a nation still reeling from 9/11 and the fall of the towers. For us today, as part of the spirit of commencement and in the spirit of launching something new, these three words rest as the foundation for tomorrow. So in the spirit of faster, higher, and stronger, here are 5 quick takeaways for the graduates from me to you. First, heritage is important. So I'm wondering what the graduates are going to take away from this place, and I'll tell you, I hope you take away 3 things. First, a search for knowledge. Second, I hope you take an insatiable curiosity about what might be, not what is. And third, it's my hope that you take away from this place a comfortable assurance that you will be able to make a positive difference in the world and in the people in the world. Don't forget where you come from and use that as a base or stepping off point into tomorrow and into the delicious possibilities of the future. Number 2, don't waste time. There's a race going on. The race is between, it's not the Kentucky Derby, like later today, although that's pretty cool too. But the race I'm talking about is the race between the power of new ideas and innovation and imagination on one hand versus the power of entrenchment, bureaucracy, and stagnation on the other hand. While this is an oversimplification, perhaps a little too binary in its application, the comparison is useful in the sense that it points to options. The outcome of this race is important because your time is limited. You cannot afford to waste it living someone else's life. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own voice. And most importantly, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. Remembering that you are going to die is the very best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. You are already naked. There is no reason not to follow your heart. Third, you should believe in something bigger than yourself. One special choice you need to make is getting comfortable with big ideas. Ideas bigger than you, in some ways bigger than life. They are out there and they're waiting for you. For example, if I were to wish for anything, I would not wish for wealth and power, but I would wish for the passionate sense of the potential, for the eye which ever young and ardent sees the possible. Pleasure disappoints. Possibility never does. And what wine is so sparkling and so fragrant and so intoxicating as the wine of possibility? Never imagine what is, but always imagine what might be. Fourth, when you are up to your neck in mud, keep singing. Let's agree on one thing. It's your reaction to adversity, not adversity itself, that determines how your life's story will evolve. Maya Angelou reminded us that we can be changed by what happens to us, but we must refuse to be reduced by what happens to us. Courage is not the absence of fear, but rather the judgment that something else is more important than fear. Often, the opportunity to be resilient comes in strange packages. Mary Oliver reminds us, and I quote, "Someone I once loved gave me a box full of darkness. It took me years to understand that this too was a gift." When you are up to your neck in adversity, keep singing. And lastly, work to change the lives of the people for the better. Now, I went to that all-knowing font of knowledge, ask.com. Yeah, I know. Because I was curious about how many people we will interact with during our lives. And I just arrived at a number. Let's say you'll meet 10,000 people in your lifetime. That's a lot of folks. But here's the cool part. If every one of you graduates, let's say there are 40 of you, just for the sake of argument, and I hope my math is right. Let's say there are 40 of you, and if you each positively impacted the lives of 10 people, and each of those people changed the lives of another 10 over 5 generations, you will have impacted 50 million people. That's what my spreadsheet said. It seemed like an ungodly big number, didn't it? But that's the way it works. It's about paying it forward. It's about impacting people positively. I do not believe that at the end of your life, you will sincerely regret not having the newest cell phone, or the coolest car, or not passing one more exam, or not winning one more game, or not closing one more deal. I don't think any of that stuff's going to matter. You will regret, however, time not invested in children, time not given to a spouse, or not sending a careful thank you to a benefactor, or not investing just a little bit more of yourself into a friendship. Ladies and gentlemen, it will not matter that your dream came true if you spent your whole life sleeping. Do not be caught waiting. So as a wrap-up, to the staff and faculty who make this place go, Citius Altius Fortius, together we soar faster, higher, and stronger. And to you graduates, you will notice that as you get older, the only thing that speeds up is time. But as much as it is your own work and about your place on the great mandala of time, please know that each of us serves the creative purpose of giving expression and form to something that does not yet exist. It's out there, but it does not yet exist, something new and unique. The ascending spiral which grows upward while simultaneously returning again and again to the same point. Citius Altius Fortius. Go from this place in time, make your mark, and soar higher, faster, and stronger. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean Hansen. I am pleased to introduce Miss Jennifer Mees. Would you please bring the graduates forward?
Will the candidates for the master's level degrees of Dakota State please rise and come forward? Assisting with the hooding for the master's in applied computer science degree is program coordinator, Dr. Stefan Krebsbach. In the Beacom College of Computer and Cyber Sciences, Master of Science in Applied Computer Science, Bikram Dangi. Hunter Easterday. Ryan Herman. Chad Horek. Nick Jones. Jared Rackness. Lucas Ziemba. Assisting with the hooding for the Master's in Information Assurance degree is Program Coordinator Dr. Ashley Podoroski. In the Beacon College of Computer and Cyber Sciences, Master of Science in Information Assurance and Computer Security, Adeshina Adabuo. Hunter Brinley. Sai Puneeth Gandamraju. Joshua Klosterman. Scott Paulson. Stephanie Plucker. Brandon Truckee. Assisting with the hooding for the Master's in Analytics degree is Program Coordinator Dr. Jen Liu. In the College of Business and Information Systems, Master of Science in Analytics, Jonah Brown Joel. Akalish Chauhan. Krishna Harsha Koziri. Jason Marshall. Shanti's Tree. Dear Upreti. Assisting with the hooding for the Master's in Information Systems degree is Program Coordinator Dr. Ranghwa Shan. In the College of Business and Information Systems, Master of Science in Information Systems, Andrew Behrens. Tina Code. Narayana Murthy Raul Grundy. Kyle Harper. Chad Julius. Assisting with the hooding for the Master's in Education, Educational Technology is Program Coordinator Dr. Kevin Smith. In the College of Education, Master of Science in Education and Educational Technology, Carrie Ann Geringer. AJ Halafihi. Bridget May Malone. Matt Schrank.
Yes, let's give all of those graduates one round of applause. Quite a thing to get your master's degree, get a graduate degree, and I know it didn't come without some real hard work. Behind you and in front of you are some of your most important professional contacts. Let's give a round to the faculty, your parents, your wives, husbands, significant others that also help make this happen. I ask that our guests remain seated until the platform and graduates have left the auditorium. The commencement ceremony begins across the street at 10:30 in the field house. Thank you for coming.